General Motors up around a buck 20 from the previous trading session. You still have some volatility in here as well. So your options prices are relatively expensive compared to themselves in here, with everybody pricing in right around a $1.80 expected move by this Friday. So IV rank 66. Everybody's pricing in right around a buck 80 by Friday's expiration. That's going to be your monthly expiration as well. On the daily chart, what are we looking at support and resistance wise? Well, support this 9-day EMA. Resistance is going to be this pink line here. That's going to be that 200 SMA. They're both trading at 47.76 and 48.98 relatively. Now, depending on how much we consolidate in between these levels will change, and we perhaps might even get a squeeze, an expansion away from each other, or we might get a crossover with this 9-day EMA crossing back above the 200, which would signal bullish as we work our way up to this $50 mark. Now, the $50 mark is going to be a key area for resistance for us. Nice psychological level. It's going to kind of match up nicely with our previous resistances in here and our support that we had back in December. And this, you go out to October, we banged on it a couple times, and then the following trading session, just a nice gap and go in here, and then we pulled back to it. So that $50 level is going to be an area of concern because of its support and resistance that it had in the past. And it's just a nice round psychological easy number. So above that, we're looking at this upper trend line here. You can see on the daily, this is what we have drawn. So we're taking our point here from November, and then we're touching it here with that later January mark. And that's what's getting this trend line here. And it's basically all going to kind of occur right here at this $50 mark. So it's all kind of matching up in here depending on how much we consolidate within this 200 SMA and this 9-day EMA. Support wise, we're going to have to watch this 46.40, 46.35 area. Below that, it is going to be this 46 mark. Really, we care more about the 46 mark because that was a nice area of support and hold for us here as recently as February. You can see all of this in here, just nice kind of bouncing off that $46 mark. So really, all in all, channel, if we're trying to channel trade in here, 46 and that $50 mark is going to give us a nice $4 channel for us to kind of play with, but it depends on how much we consolidate in here first. And if we're going to breach this 9-day EMA, get some volatility, then we can spike. Or if we're going to gap and go above this 200 SMA, then we're going to be heading for this $50 range first before we get a pullback in here. But all in all, still good volatility in here, still juice in your options premium. You should get a pretty big swing in here relative to itself. It's only a $48 stock, but that $1.80 expected move everybody's pricing in easily 2 times within the next 3 days or so, depending on if all goes well as what we're seeing here on our daily chart. But again, 200 SMA, 9-day EMA, that's what we're looking at. And then the outer channel that we're worried about is the 46 and that $50 range. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you're interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.